Hi, I'm Kyle Kelson with C12 Center of New England, and I'm here with Mike Sharrow, the CEO of our organization. Mike is going to share with us a couple thoughts on what we call our Greater Purpose Workshop, which is expressly designed to help people integrate their faith into their business with regard to ministry. How do you do that? What does that look like? Mike, can you tell us a little bit more about how you would define a Greater Purpose Workshop?
A Greater Purpose Workshop, or an AGP, is an interactive strategic planning workshop where we're going to help the business owner come to understand how do you incorporate and integrate an eternal perspective in this idea of business as ministry into the very planning and operation of a business. It is a working session. It's best for teams. It's when we're going to come out with literal draft plans of how to see the way that the gospel would change the mission of the business, the goals of the business, the measures of a business, and how you could begin to treat the idea of ministry in the business just as strategically as you would treat sales, operations, quality, or any other dimension of a normal enterprise.
As I'm looking at this, sounds interesting, the Greater Purpose Workshop. As a business that may not be either a candidate for C12 or may not be interested in necessarily joining C12, what would be the value of them attending the Greater Purpose Workshop?
It is not a teaser. This is not like a bait and switch or like a timeshare sale. It really is a standalone. If you never join C12, you will get enough instruction, templates, process, and work accomplished there to begin a journey of doing a business as ministry with or without C12. It will help the person, whether it's an early stage business that isn't fully qualified, but wanting to build a C12 type thinking into their business early, or someone who, for whatever reason, isn't able to join C12 or doesn't want to join C12, but really does want to know, how do I connect the dots of faith and work practically? The AGP will allow you to create that roadmap and that strategic framework for ongoing iterations that is not dependent upon you being in C12 to keep doing it, honestly. It actually was intended to be given away. It will then make sense why, wow, being with a bunch of other business owners who are thinking this way about their business would be really, really valuable. But whether you're not qualified or not able to join C12 for whatever reason, you will leave with the tools and resources you need to begin walking down that path.
Mike, can you share with us some success stories around this transition from just looking at business as an effort to make money and perhaps write checks to charities to some sort of organization that really has ministry at the forefront?
I think about a business in Dallas that when they were mapping out what are the demographics we serve. Okay, we got our employees, their families, we got our customers, our vendors. What's unique there, they began to realize that, gosh, in their 85 employees, they had a high rate of single moms. And in fact, 30 of their employees were single moms. And they went, we've not stopped and thought about that. We have a lot of single moms in our workforce. What are the challenges thinking through physical needs, emotional needs, and spiritual needs of that part of our workforce? And how could we best show the love of Christ to them? And they end up launching a special ministry to single moms, offering Mom's Night Out once a month, where they provide childcare and education experiences for kids to give them a break and allow them to go just get some self-care time. And it literally became this totally different part of their business when they stopped and began thinking strategically about who we've got, who we serve, and how we could show the love of Christ to them. The cool thing is we're not going to have a cookie cutter, like, here's the 5 things you should do, but it's pretty impossible to not walk through it and be amazed at how much opportunity you have, be inspired by all the different practical things you can do, and the power of just a small start, like take one step, take the next step, take the next step, and put process to it. That helps it become part of the business. Part of why we see the average small, medium business in America that joins C12 or does an AGP see oftentimes as much or more kingdom type impact than even a local church would, because it becomes part of the strategic function of the business.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate your help in helping us understand a little bit more about what a Greater Purpose Workshop is and why it is valuable to organizations. If you've got done watching this, hopefully you've gained a better understanding of the effort to improve ministry in your business. And one of the great ways to do that is to join us for a Greater Purpose Workshop. Look at the details below for the date and time and location, and we look forward to seeing you there.